Hi, I'm Bukeka. I'm the B.
And I'm Enolia, and I'm the E.
Together, we are Be Empowered.
The universe is calling, calling, calling. The universe is calling me to be. It's calling me to listen more, talk less, and hold the light. The universe is calling me to be.
We believe that deep in our souls, we hold conversations, but for whatever reasons, we do not always take the opportunity to speak from our hearts.
We want you to imagine that you're sitting right here with us now, sipping a cup of tea or coffee at our dining room table, and we're having that conversation. You know, the one that encourages, inspires, and motivates you to the infinite possibilities that your life has to offer.
Let us help you to expand your imagination, to create your beautiful dream into reality. It starts right here and right now, because the universe is calling you to be.
The universe is calling me to be. The universe is calling, calling. The universe is calling me to be. It's calling me, calling.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Be Empowered. I'm here with Bukeka. Say hello, Bukeka.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be with you today. And Enolia, how are you this morning?
I'm doing so well, and it's so great to hear your beautiful voice. I'm so excited for this week's episode. I'm telling you that I woke up this morning and I had this feeling in my heart, and it was all about our superpower. Our superpower, and you know what that superpower is? Tell them, Bukeka, tell them what that superpower is.
Honey, that superpower is love. Love, love. It's an amazing power that we have, and one that we don't necessarily think of as a superpower. And I think it's time that we share with our audience how powerful love is.
And in order for you to really grasp where we're going with this, because you go, what? Love a superpower? Give me a break. Yes, I love my son. I love my mom. I love, but I want you to think about when you were born. I'm going to take our audience back. When you were born and you were in your mother's womb and you were a seed, and we all understand that seed divides and divides and divides, and eventually a human being is formulated. And we understand that it is the energetic being called us that kind of fills that seed to create it and make it active, right? But I want you to think about the fact that we know that we have certain traits down to the mitochondria and to the DNA level. And we understand that those traits really tell us what our lineage is all about, right? But think about that from an energetic standpoint. What is the foundation of you as an energetic being entering into that physical container? And okay, you can buy this or not, but I woke up this morning and I just saw it as plain as day, and I want to talk to you about it. The fact that the foundation of our energetic being is love. The framework that encompasses our energetic being is love. And that love, that framework, that energetic being called us, enters into that physical container and vibrates and activates through it. And we can call it our soul, we can call it our heart. It is the activation. But at the core foundation, I believe that we all are love. We start off at love. What do you think about that, Bukeka?
Oh, absolutely. We are the essence of love. We are the physical manifestation of what love is. And when we were talking about this earlier, what came to mind is that everything that is in existence exists because of love, because everything comes from a point of creation. You don't create just to create something. You create because there is this desire to bring something forth, to bring something beautiful, to bring something divine, right? And so all of creation is created because of a sense of love, to share, to blossom, to grow, to nurture. All of that is they're aspects of love, to grow, to nature, to nurture, to bring forth more good. And so we are the physical manifestation of that creation.
By saying that, Bukeka, what we're saying is that we are vibratory beings. And if at the core of our being, we vibrate this thing called love as a foundation that extends through all of the dimensions as a multi-dimensional being, that we are capable of showing through the personalities that we place on as we grow, and the responsibilities that we place on that we grow. That at the core of our being, when we take all of these things away and we are just born naked, we are born naked as a tiny being in a bundle of love. And then what is it that shapes that love? Our circumstance, the scenarios that we're brought up in, how we are treated, how love is nurtured by the physical affection that is given to us. All of these components that I'm talking about is love from pre-existing vibratory beings nurturing that child. And then we grow up to be this baby. And I'll do from seed to sapling, from sapling to blossom, from blossom to a full-blown flower. Those are all stages of the nurturing. And the nurturing is what? Is love that we are giving to water, to invoke and activate, to stimulate, to inspire, to motivate our growth, and to guide and facilitate that love growing to something positive. And that gets compromised when we hold love back.
So true. So true. You know, when we look at the fact that love is everything, so many times we take everything for granted, right? Just like the fish in the water, they don't know that they're in water. They're just swimming around in it. So we are in this pool of love. In this pool of love, we take it for granted because it's just all around us. We don't necessarily recognize its beauty. We don't necessarily recognize the power that it has to sustain us. We're just in it. And so because we're not conscious of the love that we are in, we're not using that to share with others. We're not recognizing how that equates to our overall growth and development. We're not allowing it to be a power, to be a superpower, because we just think it's just there. So what I'm hoping that our audience realizes is that love is so powerful that it is the seed that helps us to navigate in the world, that it is the seed that helps us to utilize the intelligence within us it is everything. And so therefore, it is not to be taken for granted. It is a superpower, and it is what we have in our ability to create the desires of our heart and to help those that we love create the desires of their heart as well. It is what we use to nurture. It is what we use to allow ourselves and others to be who they are.
I so agree with you. So why would we call love a superpower? It is a superpower because it is love that stimulates growth. It is a superpower because it is love that breaks down the barriers and creates partnerships. It aligns, it brings communities together, it brings a parent together with its child. It allows sisters to prosper. It allows the relationship between brothers to grow, or sisters and brothers to work together. It stops wars. When you get a group of people who have the capacity to love and to transcend the evil, the materialistic, the judgmental aspects that you are dealing with, and they don't care, then it actually stops the energy going to that barrier, and it breaks it down because nobody cares that it's there. It breaks it down because it no longer has purpose and meaning and doesn't charge people. Love is a superpower because when love is received, or when love is the reward, it allows you to navigate through the relentlessness of the situation.
Right.
It allows you to move through the story of trauma and pain. It allows you to bear the pain because you know that in the end, you are loved.
Yes.
You can receive love. The goal is love. The goal is to receive love from someone, achieve love from someone. It has the capacity to move everything out of the way that would be negative. But yet, we don't see that. We would withhold love back from others. We would take our love and shield it instead of giving it and expressing it and engaging it to show, to stimulate, to motivate, to inspire, to allow to dictate our love. We allow the negative scenarios and situations and reasons and justifications and all of these things that really are insignificant to get us to hold back our love. And when we do that, we're holding back our superpower.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Isn't it interesting, Enolia, how people really think that holding back love is more powerful than giving it?
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. I think it might be because since love is that balm, that calming and sense of bringing together, they don't see it as strong as tug of war and putting against each other. There is an energy of love that is so powerful, as you said, to heal, to stop wars, to essentially bring everything that is in conflict to harmony. But for some reason, people think that conflict, the energy of conflict, is more powerful, that you have or more sense of control if you are in a space of conflict rather than love. And so what I would suggest is that people try on love. Take the things that we're saying and put it in context with those things that you are in conflict with and see what happens. See how just emanating the power of love can actually create the end result that you're wanting versus creating conflict thinking that you're in control and manipulating something to be in your favor rather than allowing love to bring about the desired result, which is truly harmony. People who use conflict, what they're really seeking though is harmony.
What they're seeking is love. They need to be loved.
That's right.
The absence of love that they're acting out in the first place.
Exactly.
Oh my God. You said it. And I wanna go there. You said emanating. I want people to really hear this. Emanating love means that at the core of my being, I am love. And when I put on that dutiful hat as a daughter, and a dutiful hat as a mother, as a dutiful hat as an employee or employer or consultant or tax person or whatever that is, that if I am emanating from the core of my being, the love that I am, that love transcends through those roles to allow and afford me to do it in such a way that does not degrade, belittle, demean, step on, in order to achieve my goal.
Yes.
When I am emanating the love that I am from the core of my being, I will not allow anything to come between the love between myself and my child. I will not allow anything to come between the love of myself and my friends and my family and what we have to deal with. Not a rule, not a circumstance, not a scenario, not a judgment. Nothing can come between me and the love that I have for that other person. Then we can transcend it.
Yes.
Work past it, move through the stories of the chaos and the tumultuousness and the rules and the things that would divide us.
That's right.
And understand that in being the love that I am, the reason these circumstances, rules, scenarios came up was just to do that, to hold back my superpower.
Right.
That's why it's created.
Yes.
Because when people love and they share that love, there then becomes a unification. And in that unification, there comes strength and power and transcendence. And like the phoenix rises, it rises above all negativity, all circumstances, because you demand the betterment and the best part of who you are as a being to overcome and never be overwhelmed.
Exactly. Exactly. And Enolia, again, you said it as well. It transcends the circumstances. It transcends the situations. Love is so powerful that when you purposefully and intentionally interject that into any situation, it's not magic. It's a powerful force that truly transforms those situations. It has the ability to transform the physical world. We even hear stories like that in the Bible, where it talks about moving mountains. That is love. That is the power of love. The power of love has the ability to transform the physical in our bodies and in our outer physical world. Let's look at those stories where we hear mothers lifting cars up over their trapped child. That is a power of love that is within us that is so strong that it allows us to transform the physical because of what we have within us internally, the power of love. Over and over again, we see throughout history, and we see within our daily lives, when we interject love, the power of harmony, the power of bringing together and honoring one another, it truly transforms laws, rules. It transforms all of those things that have created barriers between us in humanity. Love is the way to bring us together in harmony. And that is why it has the ability to end wars.
So when we talk about love, and those of us who are angry, put your anger aside and come back to the core of the being that you are from the moment that you were born, which is the foundation of love. Anger was projected upon you, and then you fed that projection. And then you fed that projection until you became that angry person. Let it go. Put on the cloak of love. For those of you who are judgmental, stop judging. Put on the cloak of love. For those of us who are materialistic, it will come. It's not about how much you can acquire, but to utilize that which you have and you need, and then helping somebody else transcend their circumstance. Allow that gift of love to be the multidimensional tool that it can be for circumstance, for emotion, for foundation, for spiritual being, for getting through the story, for bringing people together, for repartnering, for holding the family together. Think of all of the different capacities and ways that we are capable of loving and sharing that love and engaging that love and embracing and receiving that love and then nurturing and inspiring that love and motivating that love. The time is now.
The time is now.
Time is now. It is time to use our superpower. It is time to engage our superpower. It is time to acknowledge our superpower.
Yes, it is. It is time to acknowledge our superpower, to take off, to put on that superhero cape, as we kind of have that analogy, to take off. Take off the roles, take off the burdens, take off the projections that other people may have on you, or the perception that you have of what people are perceiving of you. Take it all off. As you said, Enolia, take off the roles, take off the mother, daughter, father, brother, take all of that off and simply allow yourself to be who you are created to be, which is love. Within our DNA are the strands of love, are the strands of the creation of love within us. Within the core of our planet, make sure that everything on its surface is cared for. That is love. Allow that love to bring healing to yourself, to bring healing to your family, to bring healing to your community, and to bring healing to your own sense of purpose in the world. No matter what you're doing, whether you are working in a call center and someone calls, allow that love to project through that call. Whether you are a surgeon and you are getting ready to operate on someone's heart, allow that love to permeate through your hands, through your fingertips, through your thought processes, and allow that love to touch that individual that you are about to have that, create that surgery for. Allow love to be the balm of any circumstance or situation that you are in. And just test it, try it, see how that moment will transform that very situation and moment that you are in.
And, you know, people might be going, okay, we're talking about love. Yeah, but I can't get there. Well, you know how we can begin? You begin by just first seeing through the eyes of love. And how do I see through the eyes of love? When I get up in the morning I see through the eyes because I say, thank you for allowing me to take another breath and the fact that I am here.
Mhm.
And as I progress through my day, thank you for the water that allows me to shower. Thank you for the food that allows me to eat and gives me sustenance and takes care and nurtures my body so that I can physically move. And when I walk out that door, thank you for the sun and the sunshine that came out and greeted me with the warmth, or the even if it's in the coolness of the snow, but thank you for the daylight. And then see the sun shimmer against that snow. See the sun shimmer against the water. See the sun shimmer against the warmth of your skin. See the beauty in the leaves just moving on the trees. See the beauty of the life that is around you, that is the makeup of that city. See the beauty in the act of kindness that you witness. Make your world, your matrix, your beauty be all that you see around you first. And then you can engage in the beautiful acts of interaction and engagement as you traverse your day.
Yes.
Start right there. Start in seeing the beauty of you when you look in the mirror in the morning and you say, I love you. I'm about to start a day.
Yeah.
I love me. Because at the core of my being, I am emanating love. And therefore, how could I not love me? And then loving me, I get to share that part of me throughout my day, through my eyes, the way I see, through my thoughts, the way I think, through my ears, the way I choose to hear, through the formulation of my words, through my words as I speak. And I tie it all back to the thinking and the brain of my heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the brain of your heart. Oh my gosh. This morning, well, let's go to last night. I wasn't feeling very well. And so I had a little bit of restlessness. But when I decided to lie still and focus on the brain of my heart, on my heart space, and all I did was simply repeat divine love, divine love, divine love. So I'm in my mind, I'm speaking these words, not out loud, but speaking these words in my mind and focusing the attention in my heart space. And the next thing you know, I was asleep and I woke up this morning feeling so much better. Again, another example of how the power of love, the superpower of love, can transform the physical, the outer.
Absolutely. And for those of you, if you're hearing us and saying the brain of our hearts, you might have heard us in previous episodes refer to the Heart Math Institute out of California, who has proven that the heart has the neurology of the brain and can actually create thought like the brain without or in the absence of duality.
Yes.
So that's what we're referring to when we say that. And Bukeka, I hope our audience is feeling us today, because I woke up feeling this. I woke up with the understanding, the clarity, the vision of knowing that love is my superpower.
Mm-hmm.
And love is what I will be wielding each and every day consciously. And it will strengthen my health, strengthen how I view this world, strengthen how I engage this world with my speech and my thoughts. It will strengthen the fact that I choose to hear things in a divine way, or I choose to respond to you back in a divine way, no matter how you speak to me. And it does not mean that I will be anybody's doormat. It means that I choose to rather help you learn the lesson than take you down the rabbit hole. of anger. So I hope this was a powerful episode for everyone. We put our heart, our soul, our love into the words, and we pray that it resonates within you, that it stirs and inspires and activates your soul to the very core of your mitochondria, to the water in your body, with memory of love from when you arrived in this place in your mother's womb.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And that you share your love. Do not hold back your love. Not from your child, not from your neighbor, not from the one who so desperately needs it, which is why they are acting up and acting out.
Yeah.
That you unify, that you embrace and receive, and that you give.
Well, that wraps that up in a bow. That was perfectly said.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we love doing this. We love sharing this information from our hearts, and we appreciate you, audience, for participating. And we trust that you are going to go out in the world today and love beyond your wildest dreams. And we thank you so much for tuning in today for Be Empowered, and looking forward to next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed the show. We look forward to bringing you more shows in the future. To learn more about our co-hosts, check out their websites, www.bukekastyle.com and www.enolia.live. Learn about their masterclasses for conscious transformation, their personal coaching, along with their international retreats and expeditions. Are you an entrepreneur looking for another line of income? Check out www.planetmarketing.com/Enolia and www.planetmarketing.com/BBlakemore. We are here to transform your life. Thank you for listening.